medicine that's biblical. So let's keep it light, let's keep it light, let's keep it light for a bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, the BCC is thrilled to present straight from the pages of 1st and 2nd Kings. He's the all-star double-portion prophet who refused to go bald quietly. Please welcome to the pulpit, Elisha.
Thank you. Thank you. Shalom, shalom. When people hear Elisha, they usually think one of two things. Either, hey, isn't that Elijah? Or, wasn't he the bald guy with the bear problem? To which I say, no, I am not Elijah, and also do not test me. Bears are still very much a thing. But my story isn't just about wildlife drama. It involves callings, mentorship, miracles, succession planning, and taking on the mantle of leadership after a fiery exit. Let's jump in. I am an intense guy. Commitment. When it comes to number of miracles recorded in the Bible, second only to the goat. I've got receipts. Parting rivers? Check. Cleanse water? Check. Inducing and reversing blindness? Check. Floating axe head? Check. Debt management services? Check. Civil waterworks? Check. Multiplied oil? Check. Multiplied food? Check. Infertility assistance? Check. Leprosy healed? Check. Armies defeated? Check. Raising the dead? 3 times. Once posthumously? Check. The list goes on and on. I was doing next level stuff. Like I had a premium subscription plan straight from God. Unlimited miracles. No buffering. Let's go back to how this all began. It started out as a normal day for me. I was busy, hard at work on the farm doing normal farmer stuff, plowing a field with 12 yoke of oxen. That's like the ancient equivalent of driving a huge John Deere machine. And suddenly, Elijah walks up and throws his mantle on me. No explanation, no small talk, no HR department, just, here, you're a prophet. I'm standing there thinking, wait, I'm a what now? Do I get an onboarding manual or something? Strangely, it just felt right. I threw a big farewell cookout, courtesy of my yokes and oxen, kissed my parents goodbye, and followed him like I'd just hit the accept button on all terms and conditions. From then, I paid attention. It was full on, intense on the job training, and make no mistake, there was a lot to learn. So I was the apprentice to Elijah, and believe me, it was no walk in the park. Remember, a day at the office for this guy might involve calling down heavenly fire and lightning, speaking truth to powerful evil kings and queens, outrunning horses, predicting and commanding weather patterns, taking on anything between 50 and 400 opponents in very public high-stakes contests in which the loser dies. He was basically Raiden and Obi-Wan combined, and I was his Padawan. And then comes the big moment, Elijah's departure to heaven. He asks, what do you want before I go? I say, a double portion of your spirit. Bold move, right? I figured that having watched how mightily effective Elijah's service to God was, I'd want to take the ministry to the next level and beat his high score. I mean, go big or go bigger, right? I only have one setting, all in. It was great and scary, following in the footsteps of a real fire and brimstone prophet. Man, what a ride. We were real close. Then word came round that God was getting ready to retire Elijah's number. Towards the end, though, Elijah was really struggling, and it was hard to watch. But I stuck by him, even when he tried to shake me off. Then, boom. Chariots of fire, horses made of flame, a whirlwind. And just like that, Elijah, my dear mentor, was gone, and all that was left behind was his mantle. From sideline to starter in 10 seconds. Phew, those were some big sandals to fill. But I'd learned well. I tore up my clothes, took up his mantle, suited up, and immediately stepped into the new role. I like to believe that I was faithful to my call, faithful to my mentor, and most importantly, faithful to God. But let's address the incident everyone asks about. The 42 youths and the 2 bears. Yeah, that happened, and it was not a fairy tale. So I was walking along, minding my own business, when a rowdy bunch of foolish youths start yelling insults and piling on the disrespect. It had been a hard day, as they usually were, and I'm a bit sensitive about my hair situation. Well, I snapped, and next thing you know, 2 bears emerged from the forest and, well, let's just say they did not sing about any necessities, bear or otherwise. But here's the thing, you can and should answer your call, learn the material, do the homework, and show up ready to give 200%. But ultimately, whether it's parting rivers, multiplying oil, curing barrenness, defeating armies, or raising the dead, it's all God's power and for His glory. I'm just the guy wearing the mantle. So, if you ever feel like your life's running on empty, just remember, God can fill any jar, fix any problem, and maybe even heal someone who's way too proud to take a bath. Thanks for listening. Good night, go hard, and God bless.
Join us next time when another Bible legend takes to the pulpit to share their personal story. Till then, go in peace, or at least try not to make things worse.
The BCC is recorded in front of a live virtual audience, most of whom managed to stay logged in. The views expressed by tonight's presenter, including any theological inaccuracies, do not necessarily reflect any denominational dogma and are purely for comedic effect. Any resemblance to persons living dead or resurrected is mostly biblical. Mocking bold prophets may result in unforeseen wildlife encounters.
A cheerful heart is good medicine. That's biblical. So let's keep it light. Let's keep it light. Let's keep it light.